Well, we made it, I think. I mean, not quite yet. It's New Year's Eve, but oh man, 2020, fucking crazy. By Jesus, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Um, here's one. In a lot of ways, 2020 was a great year. Now put down the pitchforks. Let me explain. Let me explain myself. Now, certainly, there were many, many, many awful things that happened this year. I can list a couple right now. Australian wildfires, as well as in California, there were a lot of wildfires later into the year. The death of George Floyd. The fucking global pandemic that we're sitting in right now. Take your pick. Lot of bad things happened this year. But I feel like so much bad happened that in a weird way it like shifted all of our thinking and allowed for us to recognize a lot more good that needed to be done. So I think while there were a lot of negatives that happened this year, there was so much positive that I feel like if all the positive things that happened this year had happened in a normal year, free of pandemic and what have you, I feel like everyone would be like, that was a great year. That was a great fucking year. And I don't know, I feel like 2020 gets a definitely bad rap because of all the horrible shit that I just listed that happened this year. Which a lot of that doesn't even feel like it happened this year. This year was so strange because it was the longest yet shortest year I've ever lived in my entire life. It was so strange. It certainly, like, that happens in normal years where it's like certain points in the year seem to just drag on forever and other points seem to go by super quick. But this year, that seemed to happen at the same time. Like, I would have moments where it would be like, yeah, the time is moving quickly, but I feel like I'm going through it so slowly. It was so strange and jarring. But so many great things happened this year. Just to name a few, so much charity stuff was done, including recently with stuff like Thankmas, and the MatPat $1 Million Challenge for St. Jude, stuff like that. And Unis Honest, can't forget about that. I'll never forget about that. Unis Honest was an amazing experience, and the majority of it was this year. There were really only 2 months worth, a month and a half really, last year. So I count that as a 2020 thing. And it was fucking phenomenal. I know a lot of people had it as their kind of like highlight of this year, kind of what got them through this year was having Unis Honest around. So it was such an amazing thing to be a part of, even though obviously I was never a part of the channel, but just like being able to experience it and making videos on it by myself was great. But also, speaking of my channel, my shit kind of blew up in a weird way. My first, like, I hesitate to say viral video because number one, it just sounds douchey, and number two, it's not that many views compared to a lot of videos on YouTube. Like fucking Despacito has like 5.5 billion views or something. But I'm just looking at it right now. If you see me looking over to camera left, I'm looking at my other monitor to see. I want to see the exact view count right now of that video. But yeah, my Jojo Baka Mitai video, it's currently sitting at 54,295. I didn't even know it passed 50K. You guys are crazy, man. Absolutely insane. And I regret closing my YouTube studio because now I want to check on something else. Classic me. I always think I'm done with something and then I close it out and then realize I want to go back. But we passed 100 subscribers this year, and we started the year with like 10. Yeah, we're at 127 subscribers now, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think I said in like the video description, whatever, I did not expect to be making that video this early into doing YouTube. I haven't even been doing it for 2 years. I think my 2-year anniversary is sometime in February. But I did not expect any of this to happen. Like, so many crazy things have happened with my channel, like even like fairly recently. One thing that was a while ago, I don't know, I think I said it at some point, I got into a game theory video, which was weird because I love game theory and I've been watching them for years. Even when I was in that, at the time I had been watching game theory for years. So that was a while ago. But then getting that video to get now like 50,000 views. Like, I remember when it passed 100, I was like, oh god, this is one of my most viewed videos. And then it just kept going, and once it passed 1,000, I was like, I had no clue what to expect. Like, I had, like, my most viewed video at the time was like, I think it was like 170 views. And then for that to just blow the fuck up, and especially when, like, my most viewed video at the time, I think it was my first Game Theory ARG video. I put a lot of effort, a lot of love into that series because I love the Game Theory ARG. And then for the JoJo Baka Mitai video to blow the fuck up, when I literally, it took me a while to make, yes, but I literally just made it because I was bored, and I love JoJo and I love the memes. So I just literally, I made it because I was bored, and that shit took off. And but yeah, that happened this year, and then for that to kind of propel me to go over 100 subscribers was crazy. And all of you that are subscribed right now that are watching this, thank you. Because why? Because it's so weird to me, because I watch all of these YouTuber things where they're like, oh, really, guys, I know I'm making the content and everything, but I couldn't do it without you guys. And before I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that you're just being modest, but it, like, it really puts it into perspective now, because normally those videos that I watch are people with like 1 million subscribers saying that shit. But for me to be at 100 right now and then actually be like, oh no, I get what they're talking about, it's crazy. Oh my god, like seriously, it's just, you could have watched anyone. There are probably millions of channels on YouTube. Let me see if I can look that up. How many YouTube channels are there? Let's see. As of 2020, there are more than 37 million YouTube channels. Out of all the 37 million channels that you could have watched, more than 100 of you picked this one. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Ugh. But, yeah, I think I've certainly talked a lot about that. But thank you guys so much. Especially to, like, be at this point where I'm, like, it's not like I'm doing this because I, like, need extra money or anything. I'm just a kid doing this for fun. And that's another thing. Especially, out of all the 37 million channels, you pick the one channel where it's just a piece of shit. Like, I'm 16. You pick the one channel where it's just this piece of shit kid making a bunch of random stuff because he's bored. Like, wow. Like, do you have nothing better to do, homie? I think I've said that before, but do you have nothing better to do? Ugh. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try and move away from that. Um, but what else happened this year? I don't want to just sit here thinking about what happened. I want to actually be talking about stuff. Which, if you haven't noticed by this point, I don't have a plan for this video. I'm just kind of going over everything that happened this year. But yeah, I just think in a year where so much negativity happened, it shifted everyone's perspective. Because normally, most people's lives are pretty positive. At least, I can't say that for everyone, but for a lot of people, most people's lives are like mostly positive, and so it's like a common human thing to focus on negative things that happen. But with this year, so much negative happened to everyone. It made people, number one, focus on the positives in their life more, and number two, focus on positive things that needed to happen. That's like with things like the death of George Floyd, which was awful. There was an outpouring of support for the Black Lives Matter movement, which was great to see. Just to see so many people dedicated to something like that was phenomenal, because I've never really seen anything, or certainly been a part of something like that before in my life. So that was crazy. And with so many people like raising money for charities, for helping with things like the pandemic that's going on, and just to see all the people just working their absolute asses off during this pandemic is really a breath of fresh air. Yeah. I think that's really just my main point. Is, yeah, it was this year brought a lot of bad shit. But just the fact that we were able to deal with it and come together and all just be cool, kinda. It's great, and it's something that I'm proud of. Just as humans, we can kind of do shit sometimes when we feel like it, and that's cool, I guess. So yeah, I know I certainly have it better than most people in this pandemic, because I'm a kid, so I get to live at home, and I have a family of 6. So it's not like I was alone during this pandemic, and I have good internet, so I can talk to my friends online. We talk like every Saturday. So, like, I certainly have it better than most people. Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but definitely more than a lot of people during this whole pandemic. But I don't know. I feel like it kind of just shows like the human spirit. We can get through some shit. It's no big deal. Well, I mean, it's a big deal, but I mean, like, we'll be fine afterward. I'm at the point of the video where I have no fucking clue what I'm trying to say anymore, and I've already said it, so I just try to repeat shit because I feel like I have to fill time. But I don't know. I feel like that's kind of it. I think there might have been one more thing that I was thinking of, but it doesn't particularly matter. But now, how about looking forward? Well, number one, I think, is the obvious. Don't expect 2021 to be better, because it very well could be just as bad. There's the vaccine is rolling out, sure, but who knows? Some shit could go wrong with that. And there's also apparently like a new strain going around of COVID, which I think, like, on the news and everything, they said that the vaccine should deal with that too. Who knows? And just because there's a vaccine doesn't mean that everything's gonna open up at once. So, maybe just stay chill about it until we know we're good, and then go crazy. Literally, after like everything is good, and make sure we wait until everything is good, because I would hate for COVID to come back and just whoop us in the ass. But once everything is all good to go crazy. I cannot wait to just because more towards the beginning of the pandemic, I was still with my friends because COVID wasn't really in my area. It wasn't that big of a concern. But more lately, within the past couple months, we've been completely online. I cannot wait until this is done with, and then I can just go out and just, give some smooches to my boys, Boys, if you're watching this, I'm coming, and I'm gonna give you some sweet smooches. I'll give smooches to all of you, too. I don't care. I said it. I'll give smooches to all of you right now, as long as you smash that subscribe button. Smooches to all of you. Unless you don't want it, also. These are not mandated smooches. They are voluntary only. And also only once COVID is done with. I ain't dealing with any of that during COVID. Nah, fam. Nah. But yeah. And more plans for 2021. Maybe just be better about shit. I don't know. I'm also planning on, getting a real ass job so I can make money, and then I can get better equipment and stuff to make videos. Because honestly, I'm totally at a point in my life where I have a ton of cool shit, and so I don't really need to buy any more of that. I'm just gonna buy shit for this. So I don't know, because I'm just looking at at me on OBS right now and just seeing how blurry all this shit is. I'm probably recording in 360p right now, which is not good. At least it's running at 60 FPS. I hope so. That's what it says right now. But yeah, I want to get a better computer. I want to get a better camera, definitely. I want to get an actual editing software, because normally I use Bandicut because I don't have money to spend on an actual editing software. In 2021, I want to make this better. Get a new mic, because this isn't the greatest right here. You probably could tell for the majority of this video that it's not super great, but hey, it's the best I got. I do have this thing. I got one of these, so if I ever do something where I need some reach on a mic, I got this. It's got a decently long cord, so and it's just mini USB, so I could get a longer one. I don't know why I'm going into microphones right now. It's none of your concern. Actually, it is your concern, but also I don't want to tell you right now. So that's another fault of mine. I go on tangents so often. But yeah, I just want to make this experience right now for you guys watching. I want to make it better, because hitting 100 subscribers this year has really showed me that you guys want to watch this. Maybe that's true, I don't know, but at least that you guys are semi-interested, because you took the whole 2 seconds to hit a button. No, I'm kidding. I'm very grateful for you guys, but yeah, I'm saying but a lot. Maybe it's because of my big cake, but I don't know. Yeah, I just want to make this better, because I don't know, at the very least, I don't like looking at my blurry ass self in OBS. So, maybe I'll work on that. And, I was kind of hush-hush about it before, but I'm just going to go out and fucking say it. I think in 2021, if the pandemic stuff is over, because there's no guarantee that it's going to be over and done with and all good in 2021, So hopefully it'll be good in 2021. So I'm just gonna say, in 2021, I'm hoping to make my sequel to Unisonus. Yeah, you heard me right. I want to make my own version of Unisonus because number one, it'd be fun, and number two, I didn't actually have a number two. I just wanted to make it seem like more than I was just having fun. But I mean, you know what? That's all that matters. Yeah, I don't need a number two. I'm having fun. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, I really enjoyed Unisonus. It was definitely like my highlight of this year is like being a part of Unisonus. I watched every video. I bought some of the merch. I have a Camp Unisonus t-shirt, and just recently, my white Founders Edition hoodie got here, which is cool. And I did order the holographic poster from the final live stream, which I'm hoping I'll get that sometime, but you never know. But yeah, I'd love to be a part of that channel, and I wanna. It seems like a fun thing to do it myself, so I'm gonna try and do that with some of my friends. I'm not just gonna do it myself. But no promises on anything specific, but I do want to try and do something with my own kind of Unisonus thing. So we'll have to see, dude. I think that's a good note to end on. Just a little something to keep you on edge for the future, you know. Maybe some people are like, ooh, that's cool. Like, you know, yeah. I think okay. So that's gonna do it for this one. I just right before filming this, I finished eating Chinese food with my family, and so now I need to take several shits. And that's the real reason why I'm ending this here. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me through 2020. Whether you just subscribed yesterday or whether you were like one of the first people subscribed to my channel, I thank you. And I hope that we can have some better, more fun times in 2021. Oh, also, real quick, I haven't uploaded a ton super recently just because it's more like holiday stuff. It's kind of been crazy. And also, I've just been like taking time for myself because I was like uploading 3 days a week. So I don't know if I've ever officially said, but I'm kind of just going to go to like posting whenever. But I'm going to try and upload fairly often because I like doing this. And so I don't know why I don't do it more. So I'm just going to like challenge myself to make more videos. I'll try and do at least 2 videos a week. No promises on what days that's going to be. I'm trying to get away from doing like hard schedules like that. Because like in the end it doesn't matter what days I upload, it just matters that I upload. So having specific days, it's kind of more just like playing into like the YouTube algorithm, which is not what I'm concerned with. So I'll try and get 2 videos a week just to like push myself to do something, because I do honestly miss making videos, which is strange because there was nothing keeping me from making videos this whole time. I could have just done it. So I'm gonna try and make more videos. God damn it, you guys have probably heard several ads throughout this, because I'm literally this is how much of a shit YouTuber I am. I'm literally just playing music from, I literally just looked up on YouTube royalty free lo-fi music, and I've just been playing it in the back. That's what I do for most of my videos. It's just find some lo-fi music from YouTube and I'll play it while I'm recording. So that's how you know that I'm a great YouTuber. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch this isn't a super long video, but you know, watching any of my videos is an absolute blessing from you guys. So thank you for that. And I'll see you next year, bitches. Because also, I do want to say I'm filming this at 7 p.m. on New Year's Eve. So hopefully I can get it out before it's actually New Year's, and this video will make sense. But if this is actually New Year's, happy 2020. It's not a great start. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next year. Bye-bye now.